In this video, I'm going to show you how we're going to do some monoprinting today. So you're going to need quite a few pieces of equipment. You're going to need something plastic to put the ink on. This is what we call our printmaking plate. So we place our ink on there. You're going to need a photocopy of your design in reverse. Okay, a piece of plain white paper and also some scrap sort of copy paper to do your test on. So just the really thin copy paper, okay? You're going to take some of this very thick black ink, okay, and add a tiny dot to the top of your plate, no bigger than that. Using a roller, you're going to spread that out across the plate, okay, and put a nice even coating everywhere. The thing is to get as much of it on the roller as you can. So take the roller off. If you just do this back and forth, it won't work. You've got to go top to bottom. Start to spread that ink out. You can turn your plate and start to go upwards. And we want to try and get that nice and even across. Don't need to do all to the edges, because your design needs to be able to be stuck down. I'm going to rest that on something that's not the table. Okay, so I'm using the lid here. You might need a piece of newspaper out, or you could rest it on your scrap. So now I've got my cheap copy paper. I'm going to do a tester to see if it works. And I've overlapped that on top of the plates. And I'm just going to do a little spiral and any shape really. I'm going to peel that back and see if I've got a nice clean print. So I've got nice black lines here, okay. There's not a lot of ink on it, so it's spread out quite nicely. If you've got loads of black, that means you've got too much ink on, so you'll need to use your scrap paper, bunch it up and wipe some ink off like a cloth. But I'm really happy with that very small amount of ink there. You can see where I've drawn has removed the ink, so I need to go back in with my roller and get rid of that. My next job is to put down my really nice plain cartridge paper. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to just, in the corners, tape that to the plate. So I'm literally lifting it up and I'm taping it in. I'm just going to do 2 diagonal corners, and I tape it to the piece of plastic I've just put the ink on. And that shouldn't move now. I should have a nice even surface. Taking my photocopy, okay, yours will be backwards. I'm not going to lie, I couldn't be bothered going downstairs to do my design in reverse. Yours needs to be in reverse, especially if you've got any lettering, because it'll make the ink print come out the right way round. Now, taking either a pencil that's nice and sharp or a different coloured pen, you're going to start to trace over your design. I think I'm going to tape top and bottom here, and I'm going to tape somewhere I don't need to draw a line so it doesn't move about. Try not to rest your hand on the plate, because you will get a sort of palm print on there. Now that you've got that sorted, you're going to start to go over all the lines of your design, and you want to outline as much as you can today. Okay. I might do a little quick check to see if it's coming through. Yes, it is. And now I'm happy. I'm just going to get on with that design. If you've got a double lesson, or your lessons are quite close together, you can leave this for a couple of days. taped on, and the ink shouldn't dry out too much. Now, if you've got sort of 4 or 5 days between your lessons, you are going to need to wash this plate up and redo your ink plate next lesson, because it will dry out and it will dry with the paper stuck to the plate. So we don't want that, and we'd have to start again. Another quick check before I move on. Might need to press a bit heavier there, probably because I've got less ink. And now I can start to go around my design. And what you're going to get is a really nice quality sort of to your drawing that you wouldn't get with the clean fine liner and so on. And then from this, you can decide whether you want to add colour to your fine liner drawing or colour to the monoprint. So you just pick your favourite, your best one to add your colour to. Now what we can do is add tone once we've outlined everything. So we can actually even start to shade things in. So I've done that one quite solid and heavy, and you'll see it's starting to add some shade into that. You can also do lines or mark making and build up the tone so it's a bit thicker on some of the stripes as well. I'll show you what that one looks like, so you can see it starting to blend through, following that a little bit more. And you just keep going until it's finished, and that's how you get your mono